hired you to handle my art, not me. Plus, you're supposed to be Edward's friend.
Ed? Oh, who I consider to be a waste of human flesh, as usual, isn't here. He's out chasing his Nobel Prize when he should be here chasing you.
Jerry, this is my first showing. Don't add to the pressure.
Ed doesn't appreciate it.
Hey, I got held up. How's everything going?
Fine.
Timing is everything, Ed. And as usual, yours sucks.
Where's the big hand at?
2.
Okay, now where's the little hand at?
11.
Which means it's
10 after 11?
amazing. He knows how to tell time. But still, he's 5 hours late to something really important to me.
Fred, I'm sorry. I know how much this means to you, but I pulled a codable sine wave out of one of the cadavers at the lab.
Oh, good. A slab of decaying flesh.
Now, I'm so close to digitizing the chemical components of memory, of thought, to a point where they can be mapped onto a neural net and stored into a computer. In time, computers can be to house a person's memory, their thoughts, their feelings, and let them function and live forever.
Okay. I mean, I support your work, whatever it is that you do. I just wish that you would do the same for me. You have 10 seconds to tell me why I shouldn't just walk out of your life forever.
Because I can belch the entire Peruvian national anthem.
Oh, that's attractive. That takes longer than 10 seconds.
How about this?
Well, it takes more than 10 seconds, too, if you know how to do it right.
I guess that depends on where the big hand is.
Yeah.
Really hate to interrupt you two, but, Britt, I need you out there to help me move the merchandise. People want to meet you.
Come on. Do I have to tie you up and make you pay for water? What?
I have to go back to the lab.
No. Don't even think about it.
I made a breakthrough tonight.
This isn't even funny anymore. I can't do this. Is that my wine? Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
Anytime, Tiger.
Here, let me give you a hand there.
Thank you. I can use all the help I can get.
How's that?
Good.
You okay?
Yes. It's a shame when the mind is sharp, but the body's weak, don't you think?
Don't.
Fate is such a funny thing. Good night, Mr. Evans.
Good night. Hey, wait, how did you know my name? What's wrong? I just tapped into your memory an hour ago. I could see your thoughts as if I had been there myself. Come on. Come on, Travis. Make me see what you see.
Surprise, surprise.
I figured I'd find you here. Grab a toe tag. Make yourself at home.
Ooh. Still doing your hit-and-run research on these poor bastards?
Not a decent grant, I'm stuck doing guerrilla science. I just bribed the security guard with a six-pack and he doesn't ask any questions.
Travis Mitchell. This is so grotesque.
Doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit. These guys are courtesy of the greater state prison system. This one's a serial killer. You know, Jerry, I know you're not that interested in the comings and going of the dead. What do you want?
Do you remember when we used to hang out? Toss a coin over who gets the girl? I thought maybe we could toss the coin over Britt.
She's not mine to toss away.
Well, you know what, Ed? She's just not gonna move on until she's finished with you. And all you seem to care about is this bullshit.
You know, what I'm doing can make a difference to humanity.
You're gonna lose her one way or the other. Make it easy on all of us. Bow out gracefully, okay?
Why don't you let Britt decide? She's a big girl. I think she knows what she can handle and what she can't.
You are such a prick. All you're gonna do is create a lot of grief for everybody, and in the end, nobody is gonna win. Thanks for dropping by, Jared.
Professor Ellis.
Oh, Edward, hi. Oh, I'm sorry. The board turned down your grant. I did everything I could. You were close. You were very close, but there was one holdout that gave you thumbs down, and there was no changing his mind.
Well, we have to go back to the board and convince him.
Well, you know the dance. Once it's closed, it's closed. You're going to have to wait till next cycle.
I've crossed the threshold. I was able to tap into the memory of one of the cadavers at the lab.
Edward, the top grants went to AIDS research, cancer research, and some guy in Oklahoma that's working on an intracranial pressure device. The money is not there for exotic theories.
But Duncan, you more than anyone should know how significant this research is.
Welcome to science in the 90s, Edward.
Well, I can't keep doing pirate research. I need money. I need resources.
I'll do what I can, but we're going to have to find another way.
Okay, this is gonna feel kind of cold at first. I'll be right back. Gee, officer, he walked into my loft uninvited and I was so scared I had to shoot him. 6 times.
Right. I know you're still mad about last.
Oh, I'm way past mad. They're gonna have to find a brand new word for what I'm feeling.
You gotta understand, I just put all my hopes into a grant that fell through. Now I'm fucked. You know, my work is on the verge of something really significant, and without the grant, it could all go up in smoke.
How am I supposed to be there for you if I don't even know there's a problem?
Because all you seem to care about is me being at your beck and call.
It's about being with someone you can depend on for once.
Well, you're too sensitive.
Of course I'm sensitive. You know my past.
I know. I know. Your father left you when you're 11. Your mother's an alcoholic.
Yeah. And what about my brother, whose idea of a family gathering is just showing up when he needs money?
Look, I work 20 hours a day. I don't sleep. I'm working to the point of exhaustion, and the last thing I need right now is a high-maintenance relationship.
High maintenance? If you really believe that's true, then we need to explore other options.
Well, if you're talking about I'll do anything to get laid, Jerry,
I don't know who I'm talking about. At least Jerry's around to be my friend, which is more than I can say about you. Dipshit!
What a day.
Good evening, Mr. Adam.
Who's there?
Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you. I assure you I'm not here to harm you. I've come to offer you something.
You're the guy from the party last night.
Yes.
How'd you get in here?
Well, your landlady. She's a sweet woman. I told her that I was your uncle and had arrived earlier than expected. So, one of the benefits of being like this, people tend to trust you a little bit more. It doesn't seem to be true in your case.
Stay right where you are.
Well, believe me, you have nothing to fear. In fact, you have everything to gain. Now, why don't you put down that bat so we can talk?
Not until you answer a few of my questions first. What are you doing here? And second, how did you know my name last night?
I'll answer your questions in time. In time. We don't want to be late, do we?
Late? Late for what?
Dinner, of course.
You expect me to go to dinner with you?
Actually, yes. You look like a 16-year-old virgin on your first date.
Yeah, well, I hope you'll be gentle.
Not on your life. And if you're half the man I think you are, you won't be either. And if we end up coming to terms, I'm sure you'll find it most rewarding.
Coming to terms? What are you talking about?
Now, relax. I promise you this will be worth your while, every minute of it. At the very least, you'll eat well.
Let me get this straight. You're prepared to give your entire estate, millions of dollars away, to a total stranger, meaning me.
It's my way of living on past my time. Giving to a promising young scientist opportunities I never had.
And you've got no children, no brothers, no sisters, no family of any kind?
And sadly, no, like you, I was an only child of parents who died too young.
What's the catch?
Catch. There's always a catch, isn't there? The only stipulation is that upon my death, you will assume my full identity and continue your research under my name. And you're forbidden to disclose to anyone the terms of the agreement. Have you any questions?
Well, this is also strange. I don't know where to begin.
Well, why not begin at the beginning? I am Everett Longstreet.
You're kidding. The Everett Longstreet?
Oh, come on, Edward. How many people do you think are walking around with a name like that?
I mean, the Nobel Prize winner who made millions from genetic engineering?
Well, I shared the prize with a colleague, but let's not split hairs.
I'm sorry. This is such a shock. A wonderful shock, yeah, but I mean a shock nevertheless.
Edward, I'm just a sick man in a wheelchair.
It's just that your work on the masked guy shamans from the 30s is pretty much what sparked most of my research.
Yes, I know.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
A man of my wealth has intriguing connections. I spent 5 years trying to find someone who possesses the obsession, drive, self-determination. Someone willing to sacrifice everything to achieve greatness. Someone like myself. So I began finding out everything I could about you. That make you uncomfortable? Come, I'll show you a bit of my past. We've both spent much of our lives asking the same question. questions, if not looking for the same answers.
Collective thought.
The next step in man's pursuit of immortality. When I was young, I experimented with herbs and arguably magic potions of the maskai. I made some progress, but lacked the funds to continue, and so I had to move on to other work.
Sounds like the same place I'm in now.
It was such a waste. But now I'm in a position to change it for you.
Well, lacking funds is definitely something I do well. Too well.
You know, Edward, this could be an opportunity that so few people get. The wisdom and resources of age and the energy and idealism of youth are so very rarely combined.
So far, I've been able to locate and code memory neurotransmitters and map them into the neural net. But it's fragmented, incomplete. I can't keep the network intact. I can construct and stimulate memory, but it's only for brief intervals.
What do you think is missing?
Now, this is going to sound crazy, but I know that I can conform every part of conscious and unconscious thought into the matrix. But the most important element, I'm not sure that I can reach the soul.
Now, let me show you something the Maskai shamans knew about your soul. Would you move the bowl over here? Inhale. Take in the smoke. Let it wash over you like a velvet hand.
I don't feel anything. It really stinks.
Come on over here. Take off the cover. Did you play?
Chopsticks. Badly.
Sit down. Try it. Go. My mother made me study the piano for years. I hated it, but now I love Mozart like I love my life. It was good to hear myself playing again after all these years.
It was remarkable. It was like, for a flash, being you. Not just imaging your memory, but actually being you.
I do have a certain style, don't I?
I mean, I've never had any musical talents at all. I mean, it was just amazing to feel my fingers run across the keys and evoke such beauty.
Well, it's really more of a shaman's sideshow trick, but at the core of it are principles that strike to the heart of collective thought. All this equipment was dedicated to distilling the scientific properties behind the shaman's potions, but I never could get the answer. But I'm betting that you can.
That's all. I need sleep bad.
I've taken the liberty of scheduling a medical exam in order for you to undergo a few tests.
No, I can't think of a thing wrong with me.
Do you sleep well?
Yeah. I do have dreams, though. Dark dreams.
Maybe we should do some further testing. Check into what might be causing it.
No, no more testing. I'm sure the dreams are just a byproduct of some of the work that I've been doing. Hi. That was quite a trial. Mind letting me in on what that was all about?
I apologize for any discomfort. There's really no mystery to it. The examination is necessary to determine the state of your health before I sign everything over to you. Surely it's worth a little bit of prodding and poking around. After